Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Well, you know, Peter, the brains of this particular team's operation is Pep Guardiola, someone who can dictate the tempo, and his appreciation of the game is a step above most.
Yeah, he's a thinking man's footballer, isn't he?
Indeed, and I'm really looking forward to watching him.
Now it's Guardiola. He has a look up. Chance! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Uruguay with the corner. They're first. Chiesa! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And now a sudden chance to counter. Searching pass he's played there. De Gea getting this one clear. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Now it's Batistuta. And that's a dangerous Cruyff! It's bounced back off the post. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. That's a sharp pass. That is good alertness. Milan are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Nicely aimed pass. Koeman kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that is as far as they're going to go. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Passing is crisp and sharp. Cantona. And it's Messi. Messi, can he finish? Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. And we have the first dead ball situation of the game, promising one. Some save from De Gea. That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
Substitution.
Batistuta clears it away. Uruguay are looking to go forward now. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Looking for options for movement. Cannavaro. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. And this is Batistuta. No, it's not getting there. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Oh, good-looking ball. Chouameni. Nedved.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Chouameni. Mbappe. And we hit half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. And we are up to the break.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So I'm looking forward to what's to come.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitution for Milan, number 11, Cantona.
And we're underway again.
Johan Cruyff.
Milan have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Pele. Ball driven towards the far post.
Number 23, Bale. Substitution in progress.
Milan have their second corner now. And the keeper beats it away. Now then, the ball's come loose. Hernes. He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Hernes is offering a right smile there.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. And he cuts out the supply. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out. Tries to pass it through. Koeman gets across to intercept that.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Played out to the right. Back into the middle. Costa Curta. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's Nedved! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, he looks like he's annoyed with himself there. He didn't do an awful lot wrong, did he?
It is still anyone's game, 0-0. And he's picked out the run. Might be danger here. And the finish! Sticks it away! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So we have the first goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Pele with the cross. He gets big! He's scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Oh, that's a key interception. Danger averted for now. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now that looks a decent ball. Batistuta! It's a loose ball. So what can they make of this? And it's Del Piero. Milan still without a single shot on target. Now, can they get him away? Chance for a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard clears it away. Belletti. And he's had a hit! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Thuram. Davids is one of those players who's known for reading the game. And there's the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Batistuta. And it's Lam. Well, that is one way to stop him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Batistuta receives it in a wide position. Cruyff, and this is Messi. Del Piero.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
That'll be a throw. And it's Batistuta. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. He's going for goal! That was superb goalkeeping!
Del Piero is offering a wry smile there.
Punched away. Plays it across. And the keeper beats it away. And that was very necessary.
There
Cannavaro.
will be 1 minute added time.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0.
Operation for your safety.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half. So the first half brought no goals. And that's been won straight back.
Nepal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Belletti. Xavi Alonso. And here's Messi. Cruyff. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Foot in. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
That pass has been well intercepted. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's managed to get free. And the finish! He's scored! The breakthrough strike! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Nepal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
It's their second corner of the game.
Substitution for Milan. Number 11, Cantona. Number 18, Batistuta. Number 13, Del Piero. Number 20, Pele.
Terrific header! Oh, it's come off the upright. Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Number 22, Zico.
No, again, there's no way through. Davids, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Here comes the cross. Morientes!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
In towards the back. He rises! It's in! AC Milan are all square. Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Real chance! Oh, he's been... And the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal, Milan! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. And the shot's on here.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And Cruyff! It's there! Dying minutes, and we're all square again. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. Okay, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a win...
He gets big! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the cards. So overall, I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So we're up and running.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Chance here to counter. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, well played, well played. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Best.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
He's picked his way through. Best scrum. Gets his head on it! Goal! Barcelona! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
In towards the... Oh, smashing header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Now it's Romario. Nicely weighted ball. Messi, in by Messi. Khan claims it, safe hands. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Plays a sharp little ball here. The ball goes in. Bullish header! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, what has happened here? Looking to go deep. Yildiz.
Okay, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
And the shot! Georgie Best! Amazing! A finish right from the top draw. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Great chance! Oh, he hit that sweetly. Barcelona with the corner, they're first.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Nicely aimed pass. That is good alertness. And this is Messi. And we hit half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Milan really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Thank you very much for your cooperation. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18, El Hadj Diouf. Coming on
And
the
we're off
field
again.
is number 13.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Pressing high and with purpose. Šeško. And it's Zico. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Zola. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Pirlo.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Now it's Romario. Zola.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Cannavaro does well to get it back. Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That's a lovely, neat pass. Stood up well to him there. Quality ball. Zola. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries a shot! He's got a goal!
Morientes really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended though. It looked destined for a goal.
Decent chance! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Zola, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pirlo, Morientes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Šeško! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Morientes. And it's Lam. Ball is over the line. Best, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. Dealing with the pressure. And that's one back. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper...
And that's it. Milan perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted something more. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Milan absolutely shocking here. Shockingly porous down the middle, which was painfully...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. It appears to be a 4-4-2 formation, Jim.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack.
Bale! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Maldini getting this one clear. And it's Griezmann. Milan have the chance to go the other way. And here's Bale. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bale. Oh, that's it. It's Griezmann! He's delivered all right. There is the breakthrough. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Driving on and making good progress. Romario! Oh, split-second reaction.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's a goal! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Knocks it out wide. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Messi. And he's whipped it across. Tries to get it clear. Taken back almost at once. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Bale. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And Messi! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So will they make it count again? Messi plays it short. Good read, needed to be. Pirlo's cross. And the keeper gets his hands on it. And now they can spring out of defence. It's played through for him. Rummi. Oh, that was no routine save.
Rummenigge is offering a wry smile there.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Lahm. And Messi!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Fermin. And the pass is intercepted. And it's Messi. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time.
Just a quick announcement.
The midway point of the game.
Well, for us neutrals, this is fantastic. If you're a fan from either side, it's unpleasant. And as for the managers, check your heart rate.
That's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each.
Substitution in progress.
Milan kick off the second half. Pirlo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Milan different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall...
Morientes! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Nicely aimed pass. And a chance! Marvellous goal!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game. But that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
There's the header! And he hits the net. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the...
He gets big. Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A great delivery and a finish to match.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Zola going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, easy pickings there. Tonali can see things others simply cannot.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Tonali. Now that looks a decent ball. Shot, surely! It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well. Milan clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Nesta deals with that comfortably. Morientes looks to get on the end of this. Rijkaard. Griezmann. Griezmann. And he welcomes it in.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Zola. That's very neat. Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. And he's been shifted off it. Maldini, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. And there goes the final whistle. So the winners bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Morientes taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
During the match. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add...
Trife! Now, he's been... And the keeper couldn't hold it. Romario finds himself offside.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And smartly reclaimed.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes do.
And Del Piero! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Out towards the flank. Fired deep towards the back post.
Well played and well cleared.
Nicely weighted ball. Lahm plays it in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Cruyff tries to pass it through. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Looking to play him in. Pass is just off target. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Cantona, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Donnarumma gets it away. And here's Zola. Great defending, strong and determined. Kupchu. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Milan may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full, and it should spur them on.
So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here, 0-0 at the break. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Kupchu is always looking to break lines. Knocks it into space. O'Shea gets over and intercepts. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Steam and the shot! They want to be quick to it. Shot, surely! It's in! The breakthrough arrives at last! Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Back into the middle. That looks a good ball through. It's a mighty effort! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. He can get that clear. Dida. Knocks it out wide. And it's Cruyff. Well, that has not gone well. Half an hour gone in the second half. And it's been given away. Oh, he's bustling through here. Tato! It's loose and in for the pieces. It's in. Manchester United are back on level terms. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this. Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And he's there to retrieve it.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
2 minutes to be added on. Takes a shot!
Cruyff really had a clever trick.
And that is that. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Well, here's a guy, Jim, whose position you would certainly understand, and indeed his club was your club also. What do you see as the key role for Trent Alexander-Arnold?
I don't think we've seen a defender, let alone a fullback, so technically accomplished as he is. His main job is in the final third, producing telling passes. Defensively, it's a weakness. Going forward, he's a gem.
Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Messi actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Messi. Davids. Opts for safety. Now it's Messi. Messi carries the ball down the right. Lahm looking to hit the byline here. Oh, what a class! Oh, it rattles the bar!
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
Lahm, that is a great pick out.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Messi finds himself offside. Messi has it in a wide position. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
That's the keeper's ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's going to have his name taken. Great vision. Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He has found the way through. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And this is Eto'o. Nesta gets a foot in and wins the ball. It's a pretty loose pass. And reclaimed it in a trice. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. And he's there to make the challenge. Now that looks a decent ball. Lahm is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Lahm plays it in. Mateus. Now there's a... And Cruyff! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Please take this opportunity.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time.
Substitution in progress.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And the ball is out of play.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 5.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Bellingham, out to the left it goes. Takes aim. It's a mighty effort! He scores! And finally he has breathed life into the game. The movement so precise, The finish, sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Zola goes short. And here's Zola. Hit into the middle. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's fabulous. Ibrahimovic! And that would have won it.
Ibrahimovic really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Dida claims comfortably. Milan are looking to go forward now. And this is Zola. Now the ball's gone astray.
Milan really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 3
Solot.
minutes added time.
And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. And that was very necessary. And that's been won straight back. He's found a way through. Cute ball now, how can he... And Messi! No mistake! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. No space, no prop. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job.
Hello, everybody,
So, Jim, how
and
do you
please
reflect
join
on
me
what
in
we've
wishing
seen?
a
Well,
happy
there was a
wedding
distinct
anniversary
lack
for
of
one
clarity.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Rodri, is a player I like a lot, and he's someone who quietly gets on with his job by doing a lot of the simple things exactly right. His game's all about playing short balls, forming triangles, and his speed of thought is actually quite impressive, and it often keeps him away from trouble.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Messi's cross. And that has been cleared. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Puyol. Mateus. And this is Torres. It's a throw-in. Zanetti. Zanetti charging forward down that flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Plays the return pass. Now it's Messi. Plays a sharp little ball here. He's picked his way through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. And we have our very first corner. Messi goes short. He's got plenty of... Goes for goal! Oh, how good is he? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
Milan have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone...
Real chance! Oh, now this is interesting, and the referee has pointed to the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. So, this to restore parity. No, he's missed it!
Oh, Peter, I'm not a great reader of body language, but I didn't like the way he walked up to that.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's got away. Played into the middle. Oh, terrible. And a shot! Goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Mateus. Messi. Owen. Oh, and he's asking too much with that. Puyol promptly onto that, and that is that.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Aimed beyond the defence. He can get that clear. And we've reached half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, Peter, at 2-0, you're faced with the choice of just trying to see the match out or forcing the issue even further. I'd always be inclined to go for the latter, go for a third, especially with a full half of football still to play.
Milan go in at half-time on a comfortable 2-goal cushion. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Nesta. Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Out towards the flank. It's run loose here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Milan have their second corner now. No, he wasn't going to let him past. He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And it's Cruyff. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's a good ball. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's been taken short. Oh, well played, well played. Milan are looking to go forward now.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Lahm delivers. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Rodri. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, that's fabulous. And the shot! Zanetti. Could move up a gear here. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. And having a look at the lineups here, it looks very much, Jim, like a 5-4-1.
Well, a reinforced rearguard, Peter, and a compact midfield probably suggests that they're focusing much on giving very little away. I think if you commit to that, then you really can't afford to concede, because it clearly demands a quick change in approach if you do, which isn't always easy, because in the build-up to this, believe me, they'll have been working principally on organisation and shape in training, and it's not easy just to suddenly come out of that.
The unmistakable Daniel van Bouten.
One of those players that's been there, done it, got the t-shirt.
And perhaps that's his greatest strength, Jim, his experience.
Certainly one of them, Peter, although for me his all-round game is what impressed most. He's a credible goal threat too, both inside the box and from range.
Yeah, he's got one mighty shot on him. I think it's true to say he once... he's given it away! Van Bouten. That's really well cleared. Milan have it back and can go again. And this is Messi. He is through here. And he's there to get it away. Now there's a fine ball. Played in deep. It's a mighty effort! Goal! Milan! Picked that one out. It was a bullet.
He was always going to do that one way or another. A fantastic effort. Simply fantastic.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Played back in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Dinks one through. And this is Owen. And he's away. Nesta gets a foot in and wins the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass.
Milan can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that is a little undercooked. Not the most accurate pass. Pass somewhat off target. Alarm. Oh, there's a probing ball. No way through. Oh, easy pickings there. Owen looking to penetrate opposition. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Milan have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half. Milan, oh, what has happened here? He's got a goal! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Barcelona, he's one-on-one, and the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Davids did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Thuram gets it away. Milan are looking to go forward now. Messi. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lahm has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Searching pass he's played there. And here's Messi. Nicely weighted ball. Incoming delivery. Big header! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And he thumps it clear. Just about up to 75 minutes. Rijkaard. Lahm. Can he get it through? And he's straight offside.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
That has ended up in no man's land.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Out towards the flank. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Bale. Played out wide. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Now it's Bale. Ah, that's a fine interception. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary.
2 added minutes has been
The
indicated.
ball's gone astray. Bale. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that will be the final act. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square.
Quick reminder today, please have your
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Inter.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Cruyff. Cruyff will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Now it's Cantona, and he shoots! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
And we have our very first corner. Del Piero with the short one. And here's Del Piero. Goes for the shot! Del Piero has got himself a free kick. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it. We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
That's a lovely pass. Del Piero finds himself offside. No, he's not getting any further than that. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Yamal stood his ground strongly. Davids did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's the keeper's ball. Milan are looking to go forward now. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
He's found a way through. Milan have their second corner now. And he's there to clear it. Del Piero going face-to-face with his great rival. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's got away. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. Milan faced with a real prospect of letting this slip. So the would-be breakthrough moment. And he's buried it! 1-0. Not much more than a formality.
Played a game of double bluff here, I think.
The goal scorer for Inter after 28 minutes is number 18. Yamal.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Yamal, and it's Otto. That's been cut out, well played. And that is out of play. Thuram, played out towards the right wing. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. And it's safely in the keeper's hands.
Milan certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Del Piero. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Kimmich. Rijkaard. And he's going for goal! It's hit the crossbar! Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Tries to pass it through. Great ball. He's had a shot! A decent effort as the first half draws to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break. You can be sure of that.
Substitution for Milan, number 20, Pele. Number
And we're
11,
underway again.
Cantona.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now, can they get him away? And the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. And it's Cruyff. Couldn't squeeze it through. Kimmich, nicely shaped ball, not the most accurate pass. Inter Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's a key interception. Pressing high and with purpose. Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Lahm making good progress on the right-hand side. Robertson goes on a charge down the left. He has found a way through. Shot a goal! Oh, and that should have been two.
Robertson really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Tries to get it clear. And reclaimed it in a trice.
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's a foul, no two ways about it. And that's going to be a booking. I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Del Piero. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Now the delivery. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
2 added minutes
Gabriel.
have been indicated.
And it's been given away for Bale. Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
Substitution for Milan, number 7, Romario, number 26, Davids. Coming on the field, number 9, Morientes, number 21, Pirlo. Substitution.
Has a shot! And he's found the net! They have stolen level at the last! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And there goes the final whistle. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. Del Piero, voted man of the match. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So, it's away we go then. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very welcome development.
And long overdue.
Vinicius Junior! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! A finish of true class! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Kukçu is fouled. Davids, and that's been won straight back. Not the most accurate pass. Vinicius Junior. Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Played back. It's Pele! It's hit the upright. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Played out to the right. And this is Messi. Messi! Oh, the ball's come loose here. And it's made its way to him.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Picked out brilliantly. Girassi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's been slipped through.
Oh, really well played.
He's beat shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's Kukçu. Sporting have their second corner now. And that has been knocked clear. Oyarzabal. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pele. Davids. Hernes is always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Dida. Caught offside that time. Cantona threads one in. Gabriel cuts it out.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. The final seconds now. Rice. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So your views on the first half?
Milan will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Substitution for Milan. Number 6, Panis. Number 15.
So it's back to business.
Number 11, Cantona. Coming on the field.
Now it's Pele. He's found the way through.
Number 22.
Oh, robust challenge.
Number 7.
The referee has given a corner. Corner number 2 then. Zico plays it short. And that's a throw-in. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. And he's played it back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Couldn't squeeze it through. No foul, says the referee.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
That has ended up in no man's land. Rijkaard. Played back in. That's a super give and go. Deep cross, he rises! Goal, Milan! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
After 59 minutes.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Substitution in progress.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Romario. Looking to play him in. And he plays one through. He's got away. And Romario! He's got a goal! That is his ton, and does he not know it? And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
2 goals on the deck. Shot a goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. He can run onto that. Oh, what a climb! And yes, it's there! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Sporting get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
It's a loose ball. Rice. It's Vinicius Junior.
Sporting really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Morata. That's been slipped through. Chance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Substitution.
Sporting are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. Now that looks a decent ball. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, given away. And he shoots! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Milan have their third corner. Cleared away. And here's Zico. He's picked his way through. Referee has just said play on. Vinicius Junior. Upamecano. So that's it. It is all over. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Romario picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. What a turnaround. Victory from the jaws of defeat. Enjoy that, Jim.
This has been a very composed response when trailing. There was no sense of anxiety, just a belief to stick to the game plan and stick together. And it's been a very impressive turnaround.
Well, that's it for tonight's match.